Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, welcome to Arman's English class. This is the very first vocabulary lesson that I'm making. After giving it some thought, I realized it would be boring to teach vocabulary with definitions. And on top of that, in most cases, the meaning is obvious from the sentence itself, and providing definitions would be pointless. So I decided to teach you with examples and avoid definitions as far as possible. Let me know in the comments if this method is helpful. By the way, today's lesson is all about money. We have tons of new words to learn, so buckle up and let's get started. 3 years ago, I wanted to purchase a new laptop. There was this beautiful hot MacBook, but the price was $1,600. It was too expensive. After searching the internet for an affordable laptop and a long discussion with a guy at the laptop store, I came to the conclusion that a $600 Asus laptop was an excellent fit for me. Then all of a sudden, the guy told me that it was sold out. Alright, now let's talk about saving versus investing. Most of us had one of these piggy banks when we were a child. Our parents wanted to teach us the value of saving, which is a priceless lesson to teach to our kids. But as we grow up, we have to learn how to invest our money. Why is investing better than saving? Well, the first reason is inflation. For instance, when the inflation rate is 20%, it means that if something costs $100 today, it will cost $120 next year. What causes inflation? Government printing money. I'm sure you heard of supply and demand. When there is too much of something, it loses its value. And not surprisingly, the same goes for money. When you open a bank account, you probably ask the bank teller about the interest rate. And if he says 10%, it means that if you keep 10 grand in your account, you will have 11 grand next year. You might ask the same question when you get a loan from a bank. And if they say the interest rate on a loan is 15%, it means that you have to pay back an extra 15%. Who is a loan shark? To be honest with you, I learned this word as I was preparing today's lesson. When you don't have good credit, you can't take out a loan from a bank. There are some people called loan sharks who lend you money and always ask for extremely high interest rates. If you want my advice, never ever borrow money from loan sharks. These days, cryptocurrencies are drawing many people's attention. I'm sure you saw lots of advertisements everywhere on how to earn a six-figure income trading cryptocurrencies. A friend of mine made a shitload of money trading bitcoins, but for sure, it's not always a profitable business. Bitcoin price dropped dramatically last week and he lost 5 grand overnight. Now let's say we want to take a trip to Germany. What is the first thing you do when you get there? Germany's currency is the euro, so you need to exchange your money for euros. Then you take a cab to your hotel. The taxi driver charges you 10 euros. Once you get to your hotel, you have to check in. These days, we usually book a hotel room in advance, but let's say it was 10 years ago, you are at the reception desk. You have two options. You can either pay in cash or by credit card. Now you are in a restaurant and you have finished your meal. What do you say to the waitress? Check please or bill please. Check is American, bill is British. In some countries, people also leave a tip for the waitress. After getting ripped off in a fancy restaurant, you decide to go shopping. When someone rips you off, it means that they charge you so much for something that doesn't worth it. It is also used as a noun, rip off, with a hyphen. How was the restaurant? It was a total rip off. Where were we? Heading to a shopping mall, right? Now let's say you like a pair of shoes. You look at the price tag, it is $70. What do we usually do? We ask for a discount. Does it have a discount? How about $60? I'm asking for a lower price. I'm bargaining. If you have seen Friends, I'm pretty sure you remember the scene where Chandler and Phoebe are in a jewelry store and Phoebe is bargaining. Anyway, let's move on to the next part. Have you ever heard of living paycheck to paycheck? Let me explain this to you with an example. Let's assume my salary is $1,000 a month. I have to pay $500 for the rent. I am a tenant and I have to pay the rent to my landlord. Utility costs around $200. I also have to pay $300 for food and transportation. How much money do I make? $1,000. How much do I spend? Again, $1,000. I am living paycheck to paycheck. It was my first vocabulary lesson. Please let me know how these vocabulary lessons could be improved in the comments. If you've made it this far until the very end of the video, I really appreciate it. Thanks for your time. Have a wonderful day.